Hey, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for checking out this video. This is going to be a quick one. I actually want to show something from Christie Sides that is not at all surprising. It goes to what I said in the previous video, which I did right after the game. So I did it before the post-game press conference. So I just want to play a short clip from that we'll talk about. But before we do, I wanted to show you this because this goes to the bigger picture. I didn't have this right after the game either, but this is ridiculous. You've got the greatest scorer in college basketball history that you drafted #1 overall. And this is a pattern now, right? This isn't one once in a while thing. You've got Kelsey Mitchell taking 18 shots, while Caitlin Clark's only taken 11. Boston's taken 14, while Clark's only taken 11. Even Alyssa Smith took 10, while Clark is only taking 11. What else did Kelsey Mitchell do? Well, she didn't grab a single rebound all night. She had a whopping 2 assists. And oh, let's not forget, if we scroll down here, this wicked night by Kennedy Carter here, 8 for 12, 6 for 8 on the line, 5 assists, 23 points. Yeah, that was Kelsey Mitchell. She was torching early in the game when I think she made her first 5 or 6 shots. She absolutely obliterated Kelsey Mitchell. And oh, that one steal that Kelsey Mitchell had, she had Caitlin Clark wide open for what would have been a dagger three to end the first half. But what did she do? No, completely covered. She chucked up her own three that was an air ball. Look, even Wallace had 7 shots, which when Clark's only taken 11 is ridiculous. Kelsey Mitchell is averaging like a shot plus more per game than Caitlin Clark. Absolutely ridiculous. So I want to go through a couple other clips before I get that the post game one. If I've got this, yeah. Let me see if I have these lined up right. Okay, is this the right one? Yeah, we had this. This was after the game. I don't think we there was nothing ever you could really hear. So this is just kind of the vibe we're getting here. Caitlin Clark didn't look too happy, and that expression from Sides to me looked like she knows she messed up. Of course, she probably messed up on purpose, and now she's going to try and placate her player after doing everything she possibly could to lose this game. And then we had this one. We had this one, which is this is when there was still a half a second left, and they're down by one. And look, like Caitlin Clark's like, whatever at this point. I'm done with it. This is ridiculous. You lost us the game, and now you're talking nonsense. And then I think we had this was actually when was this? Oh yeah, this is also there's still 18 seconds left. They're down by one. Right at this point, what? Did Caitlin Clark take a shot in the fourth quarter? That escapes me now. It's kind of all running together. But so we had this going on too. You could tell she's not happy with what's going on. Like I said previous times, Caitlin Clark is a really, really high IQ basketball player. I think she's probably knows a lot more about the game than her coach does. And as she plays more and more games at this level and gets used to it, you're starting to see Caitlin Clark start to assert herself. The Caitlin Clark that we're used to from college in that respect. And I think she's losing a lot of patience with both coach and teammates. Now we're gonna listen to this because this is absolutely ridiculous, but it's completely predictable because I've talked about this before that regardless of other stuff what we want to get into about who should be playing and who shouldn't and what kind of offense they should be running and all of that stuff, what I've said from day one that I really have a problem with that Christie Sides let everybody know is she is not I'm sorry, but she's just not a good person. She's not trustworthy. You cannot coach a team that does not trust you. And she's given this team zero reason to trust her because she constantly throws her players under the bus and takes no responsibility. Now, hopefully those listeners watched the game. You saw what went on. You saw the ridiculousness of the offense. You saw how the pick and roll with Clark and Boston was working, although I think there still wasn't enough for Clark in terms of shooting, but that was working. They built up a big lead. Sides goes away from it. Go to the whole Caitlin in the corner. She's not going to touch the ball. We don't want her to have the ball at the end of the game. We run nothing for her. And then we get the loose ball towards the end of the game with about 7 seconds left, I think it was, with a little bit of scramble, and Caitlin Clark gets hold of it and pushes up court. And I think it was Wallace that she played the pass to go in for a layup, which was the right play because of where the defenders were. Caitlin Clark could not have gone to the basket herself. She had too many Sky players around her to pull up and get a clean look from three. She made the right decision. However, this is her wonderful coach post game.
I think, I never want her to not be aggressive and take shots. I really thought when she went out in transition after that missed free throw, I thought she was gonna take it to the rim or pull up right there. That would have been that'd have been a great shot for her, for our team. But I mean, we were up 15 at the end of the third quarter. We've got to do a better job of being able to finish out games, have a little bit more discipline in the fourth quarter.
So you heard her, and at the end too, if you could hear that, I know her voice is it always sounds like she's losing her voice. She threw the entire team under the bus with that comment about closing out better and having a little more discipline. She was an absolutely terrible coach when they started losing that lead. She went to offensive decisions that were terrible. She was playing Wheeler, which was ridiculous. She never has anything to say to Wheeler to correct her boneheaded mistakes. She never has anything to say to Mitchell to correct her boneheaded mistakes. She sidelined Caitlin Clark. This loss is completely on the coach. And then on top of that, she throws Caitlin Clark under the bus after taking the ball out of her hands and losing that huge lead because the coach took the ball out of Caitlin Clark's hands. When Caitlin Clark makes the right decision at the end of the game and gives the ball up, her coach post game doesn't come out and talk about what she could have done better, the plays that she could have run that might have been better, the decisions she could have made to help put the players in the best position for them to succeed, and how she needs to do a better job in making sure she has the players in the right positions to succeed and running the right plays and the right offense and so on. No. She comes out and says, hey, the player I took out of the game that could have won it for us, I'm going to blame her for making the right decision and being unselfish and say, oh, well, that's when she should have shot the ball. Forget the fact that I won't let her shoot all game. That's when she should have shot it. So it's her fault. It's Caitlin Clark's fault that we lost. That's what Christie Sides comes out and says in this press conference. This is really disgusting. I can't stand her. She gives every indication, and you watch her, watch the way she says she's lying. She's lying here. She is. You check out her body language and the way she says she has no interest in being truthful about her role in anything. She is a terrible coach. She needs to go. The Indiana Fever, I guess, I don't know, that everybody in management is terrible there too, because they should be utterly embarrassed that they still have this person as their head coach. They're showing to be, I have quickly gone from, I can't wait to see Caitlin Clark in the WNBA to, wow, I really loathe everything about the Indiana Fever, a team that I was indifferent to. I mean, I wasn't a fan. I didn't dislike them, but I wasn't to just completely loathing the entire organization from top to bottom. That is some fantastically poor marketing there, Indiana Fever. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. This actually even went a little longer than I thought. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I think this is I gotta say this. It gives me it makes it really easy in terms of content, doesn't it? But gives us something to chat about. But yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it. And I will talk to you later.